Hey, Mrparka here to review Death Penalty 1 and 2, deathpenalty.com 1 and 2. I'll be reviewing the first one now, go back and watch the second one, and then come back and review that same video, though. So let's hop into deathpenalty.com. I must say this was definitely a pleasant surprise. I was really happy with it. Basically, the story here is of a guy, let's call him R. He hates his boss so much he gets on this website that through his email it says he wants somebody dead. So he goes to the site deathpenalty.com, and it appears everyone's wearing masks. So they're an organized group that 6 people, and there's a guy named God who organizes the whole thing. They're all wearing masks, and basically the person picks their target. Who gets picked first? Somebody has to bring the weapon, somebody has to do the killing, and somebody has to dispose the body. You do not do any of it for your target, so basically you make a commitment here. So everyone is involved with it, everyone gets to do the things like that. And he meets 6 different people who are all involved with it. He's really doesn't really necessarily know if it's a good thing going for him, if it's just a real thing, until one person backs out and they end up dead. So therefore he realizes this is the real deal here. And to be honest, this guy is not a great guy. He has a shady background. He kind of works in like a brothel and treats all the women bad.
お前さ、なんかちょっと最近エロくなったな。
やめてください。
いいじゃん。
やめてください。
ちょっとさ、一回やらせる。
やめてください。
おい。
So essentially, by a twist of fate, somehow, I don't want to necessarily give it away, he upsets this group, so they're after him. And he's trying to figure out who the killers are and killing them while they're pursuing him. It's a really good mystery story with a lot of really good twists. You won't see the twist coming. I certainly did not see the main twist coming. I thought it might have been this, thought it might have been that. The masks are really cool. The voices are creepy. Not really that much gore here, but there's a medium-sized cast here, and the medium-sized cast gets pretty messed up. I really enjoyed it. I thought the lead actor was really good, and like I said, I did not see this movie going this way, and I was pleasantly surprised. It's a really good thriller, really good mystery, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. Really, really good stuff here. Pretty good characters as well. And I can't say too much with this movie without giving too much away. The more I say, the less good it is for you to watch, if that makes any sense. But I'd highly recommend it. Well acted, and it's really creepy in the room. I like at points when it gets really intense, he'll picture himself actually going inside a round table with them when they're talking to themselves on the internet, and it becomes like everyone's actually there, even though they're not. But I'll go about that far. I'll probably show that clip, and I'm going to watch the second one and be back. Thank you very much for watching. Mrparka here for back for deathpenalty.com, A New Beginning. This is a prequel of sorts. This was actually made in the same year. Now, I thought that the first one was much better. I thought it was darker and grittier, and I thought the second one, kind of had more of a slasher fare to it. Of course, as the twist and the flashbacks in the beginning and what they mean at the end, it all comes together fairly nice, but I thought that the first one came together much nicer. The second one's still kind of more of a fun version of it, and the way to continue the story without doing exactly the same thing, which would be very repetitive. But this time, a group of gamers are called together to work out the bugs of a new game called deathpenalty.com. What happens is they start working, and they seem to be having fun. They don't really know each other. Most of them don't. A couple of them do. But then they find out why they're being summoned there actually, and they're in the death penalty game, and they see the people on the screen, and they get to watch as they're described and become the targets. So basically they kind of get really paranoid. They don't really think very smart because they run out and stuff like that, and the killers are somehow getting in, so they have a mole on the inside. It's pretty obvious who the mole is. But that's not even really the main twist here. The main twist comes at the end with all sorts of things like that. Not much gore again. I mean, there's blood, but there's one really good special effect, a kind of an after effect. But overall, the movie's not really bad at all. The first one's highly recommended. The second one is just recommended. Like I said, it kind of comes back to more of like a slasher phase here. The idea is very great in this one. Basically, 4 killers, and they switch roles what they do. They have all their targets in one area, so it's very easy to kill. You get to see why deathpenalty.com was started in the first place, and who is behind the whole thing, which is kind of cool as well. But I think that the first one as a standalone film works amazing. The second one is just kind of a fun way to continue the story. This is all that they don't have any special features on them, but I would recommend picking these up as good thrillers. Especially the first one's really, really awesome. I was really impressed with it. The second one is decent, but not amazing. But that is the plot. Basically, kill people without and having an alibi. And it's actually very scary because I could see a lot of people using this thing if it would work. Have a good one.